Jon. Welcome back to our online community content. If you would, after this episode, go ahead and take a moment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can also visit our website, fccbrazil.org, where you can find all of our podcasts and any other online community content that we post. But most of all, I hope that you find this next presentation inspiring to lead you to a loving Father, a caring community, and a life-changing faith. Enjoy.
So this coming Sunday, we spring forward. It's a little bit crazy because we actually lose an hour of time in a weird way. I hate that I lose an hour of sleep. But this whole idea of springing forward got me thinking, where do we need to take a spring in our faith? Where do you need to take a leap? Where do you need to spring forward? And a lot of times when we think about springing forward in our faith, we think about these big decisions that need to be made. And we think about how we're right here in this moment and we have to get all the way forward to where we need to be. But I want to challenge you today with something a little bit possibly more manageable. See, the truth is that God has gifted you with everything that you need. He's given you these passions that you have inside of you for art or creativity, for music, for video games, for your family, for communicating, for computers, whatever it may be. God has given you passions, He's given you talents, He's given you gifts, He's given you abilities. And a lot of times I think when we think about being a person of faith or making these big leaps of faith, we think we've got to be upfront and outspoken and be the person that everybody is looking at. But in reality, I think what God wants us to do is just use those gifts for His kingdom. There's a phrase that we use often in our student ministry, and it's called kingdom workers. We learned about it at a conference called Christ in Youth, or CIY. And I tell our students, whatever your gifts may be, whatever your passions, whatever your abilities may be, God has given you those gifts, those abilities, those passions, those things that you love for a reason. Right now in 2020, He's given those to you so that you can impact people with those same gifts, abilities, and passions. You have gifts. You are valuable. And God wants you to use those gifts for His kingdom. And what that looks like is you love to play golf. So you go play golf. And while you're playing golf, you build relationships with friends. And they see Jesus through you. How this happens is you love being a parent. And so you just love on your kids. And they see a mom, they see a dad that is absolutely in love with Jesus and they want to be like you. The way this happens is you love coffee, and so you go to a coffee shop and you just sit down with people and you build relationships. You love video games, so you sit down and you play video games with friends. You love art, so you create the most incredible art that you can create, and you express God through that art. Whatever your gift may be, there is no gift that is too small. See, a lot of times we think our gifts have to be big and bold and things that are outspoken, but God says there is no gift that is too small. Paul describes it as being a part of the body. There's not one part that is greater than the other. And so God says you are an important part of this body. He's given you gifts. He's given you abilities. He's given you passion. And I want to encourage you this week to be kingdom workers, to go use those gifts for God's kingdom. Thanks for listening.